My name is Anna DeVito, and I interviewed James Johnson, a financial analyst at National Fuel Gas Company.
And I'm Caleb Becker. I interviewed Matt Lyons, an audit associate at KPMG.
My name is Gabriel Cote, and I talked with Ali Zagoda, a principal co-sell consultant for GP, or Globalization Partners.
When I asked James about his first job after graduation and how he landed the role, I heard an interesting story. Like a true Bonnie, it started off in the car ride to the Bonnie's men's basketball A10 tournament. He was searching for internships online and he found one with National Fuel Gas Company. He found out that he landed it just a few weeks later. Following this summer internship, he applied for a full-time position and started this role just a few weeks after graduation. One topic that I asked James about was whether mentorship or networking has had more of an impact on his career so far. He told me that his manager at his internship evolved into somewhat of a mentor role, and when it came time for him to search for a full-time position, his mentor was able to basically create a position for him. Discussing how he has gone about networking so far in his career, James quoted an SBU professor in telling me that the most important thing to do is make your relationships meaningful, not transactional. As we discussed networking, the conversation took on the topic of hiring. I asked James about his opinion on raising personal interests in a job interview setting, and he highly encouraged it. James told me that when people are hiring, they want to hire someone that they want to work with. Finding common interests enables interviewers to get to know you on a more personal level. Finally, I asked James the closing question that we ask to all of our interviewees. What is one piece of advice that you'd give every single student attending the Kearns lecture about navigating their career journey in college? He then gave the piece of advice to stay in touch with all of your Bonaventure friends. He said to reach out and see how they're doing because you never know when an opportunity will come up, either on their end or yours, that could help out the other person. After all, it really does all come down to networking.
I had the chance to talk with Matt Lyons. Matt graduated from St. Bonaventure in 2023 with his accounting degree, completed his MBA in 2024, and is now working as an audit associate at KPMG. He's been with the firm for about a year, and he gave me some really honest insight about what that first year is like. For Matt, the hardest part of the transition wasn't the accounting work itself. It was a shift into being an adult in a professional setting. He said you have to be sharp every single day, ready to perform and constantly learning new things. Even the basic accounting concepts we learn as undergraduates are still useful, but the job pushes you to build on that foundation quickly. One thing that surprised him was the culture at KPMG. He expected it to be toxic and cutthroat, but he actually found it supportive, especially with a strong network of Bonnet alumni already at the firm. He said that the network really helped him adjust. The most valuable skill he carried from Bonnet was networking. He explained that strong relationships with your boss and coworkers can make all the difference when the workload gets tough. On the flip side, what he wished he had built up more before graduation were technical skills and strong study habits, especially now while preparing for the CPA exam. His biggest challenge so far has been getting a huge amount of responsibility right away. At first, it was overwhelming, but he told me the only way to grow is by pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. Matt's biggest advice for students was to network relentlessly, not just at career fairs, but every day, in class, at events, and in the community. The connections you build at Bonus can open doors long after graduation. What I took away from Matt's story is that success in your first year isn't about knowing everything on day one. It's about showing up, building relationships, and having the persistence to keep learning and adapting.
I interviewed Ali Zagoda, who graduated from St. Bonaventure in 2023 with a bachelor's degree in business management with a double minor in law and society and philosophy, law, and politics. After graduating, Ali went to work at Thompson Solomon LLP as a paralegal. Once she had been in her role as paralegal, she soon realized that she wanted to do something else. After working as a paralegal at TNS, Ali went to work in Boston, Massachusetts, and Globalization Partners, or GP, first as a senior business development rep, and now as a principal co-sell consultant. Ali has been with GP for almost a year and a half now, and attributes her success there, beginning as a connection with the Boston-based St. Bonaventure Law. Ali and I first talked a bit about early college skills, such as being open to growth, working with different people, and developing soft skills. Having a coachable personality is important, as well as a positive outlook. When asked about networking versus internships, Ali said, "Honestly, I think you really need both." Ali cited the hands-on work performed during the internship was great for development, but that the connections made during the internship were some of her first professional connections. Those first connections can be absolutely crucial to building a strong base network and can lead to more opportunities down the road. The importance of networking, especially when still in school, is paramount to career success. I asked Allie about her early days of networking and how she began networking early on. Allie said that she utilized a mix of talking to professors, using the Career Center, and seemingly her favorite, LinkedIn. LinkedIn offers a platform for professionals to post projects they're working on and achievements they've accomplished. I finally asked Allie about her one piece of advice that she would give to SBU students. And she said, I would like to tell them not to be so hard on themselves. It's so easy to feel like you need to have your entire life figured out the day you graduate. But it never works out that way. Your plan is going to change, and that's totally okay. The time after college is all about figuring out who you are now and just be open to it. Allie's advice of just being open to it is something that can take you anywhere, wherever you want to go in the business world and beyond. In closing, Allie's advice of just being open to it is something that can carry grads all over the world. The Bonaventure Alumni Network spans the globe and offers numerous opportunities to grow your career. You just need to be open to it. Even though James's, Matt's, and Allie's responses to the questions were a little bit different, they all had similar meanings.
It comes down to three things. Be ready to take on responsibility, always strive to keep learning, and build strong relationships.
These are things that we can all start while we're still here at St. Bonaventure and will carry with us throughout our careers and for years to come.